Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
And it does. Ooh-wee. Oh, no. I don't fear being here. Spicy Dak. Oh, he has spoken CB4. You like this Spicy Dak, OC?
Man, I like Dak on his man-ish. You know what I mean? I like him on his business. I love it.
Yeah, because Spicy Dak is different. See, when you see that player, when you see that dude that's just clean, see that corporate Dak, he dead. Bow tie, he gone. So I'm excited. We got OC in the building, man. Y'all sit back, relax. We getting ready to double team. Boss Cowboy Sports with the OC. Let's go.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Let's go.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
Landlord in the house.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride, for the win. Still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop a nine. Month to month,
Let's
still
go.
from year to year. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
Man, we got OC, man.
No
Y'all
watch,
stand
no
up.
diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again. Get some checks, I invest and I spend a check. Spend a check, get it back, then I take a risk.
Let's go.
Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to bet. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall, watch the leaves change. I like to treat every day like
Like
it's
it's
my
my
B-day.
B-day.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again.
Welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter.
Do it again.
And we need all the executives to have a seat.
Do it again.
Man, let's go, man. You know.
You know what this means, boss. You know what this means, boss. That means that the Dallas Cowboys are about to have some problems because they playing with Dak Prescott's money. And Dak Prescott has told off on them. No more games, no more shenanigans, no more fake interviews on radio stations and at different conferences talking about you trying to negotiate when you ain't. DP4 has kicked down the door. And he's let everybody know that you're playing with my money, and you know what? I don't appreciate it, but it's okay because I'll take that 59 spot. I'll take that 59 spot, and I will holler at you if you don't do right by me.
I don't even know where to start, OC. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I got so much.
There's so much to talk about.
God, dog. All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with the clips, bro. I'm gonna start with the clips. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna start with the thumbnail clip. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. We gonna play it, and then we gonna just talk about it, bro. Just watching Spicy Dak, and I like Spicy Dak, bro. I see Spicy got the right tone, but I want to see more action out of Spicy. But let's play it.
I don't have any fears. So you believe you'll be here forever playing based on your conversations with Jared?
I'm not gonna say I fear being here or not. I don't fear either situation. To be candid with you, I love this game and love to play and love to better myself as a player and my teammates around me. Right now it's with the Dallas Cowboys. It's where I want to be and that's where I am and that's the focus. And after the season, we'll see where we're at. And if the future holds that, then if not, we'll go from there.
What's the first thing you notice, OC?
When they asked Dak Prescott about being here, if you rewind it back to the very beginning,
You want me to rewind it?
Pay attention. Yes, pay attention to his
I don't have
shoulder.
any fears.
So you believe you'll be here forever playing
Right there.
based on your conversations
You saw the shoulder shrug, didn't you?
Yep.
You saw the shoulder shrug.
playing?
Yeah, you saw the shoulder shrug.
That's what I noticed.
You saw the shoulder shrug. You gonna be here? I don't know. I don't care either. I don't know. And I don't care either. That's the first thing. That's the very first. And look at his eyes. Look at his eyes. Rewind it again. Look at his eyes.
Again.
Look at his
Based on your
eyes.
conversations with Jared?
Look at his eyes.
I'm not gonna say I fear being here or not. I don't fear either situation. To be candid with you, I love this game and love to play and love to.
You see that lower lip quiver? You see that look at his eyes right there. That's the perfect steal. Look at his eyes. You see the lower lip quiver, bro? That's frustration, bro. When you talk and your lower lip starts to quiver, bro, it's anger, it's frustration, and his eyes are down and head going to the right. That means, too, he ain't telling no tales. And he's serious.
Spicy.
He's being professional. He's serious, bro. He's serious.
He's serious. Hey,
He's serious.
my boy Taz, shout out to Taz. He say Trey Lance will save Texas.
Well, that remains to be seen, my man. You better hope they re-sign Dak Prescott, or you are officially in almost a rebuild. That's what you got going on here. Let me just go ahead and address the elephant in the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back to that because I see it's a lot of optimism. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go ahead and just tackle that now. Let's just tackle it because, like I said, I don't know where to start, so I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start with that. All right. Because in my opinion, OC, we've seen this so many times. Because it's always these optimism from the Dallas Cowboys in the competition against Dak Prescott. We show more blind faith in people that we have no proof of doing anything close that Dak has done than actually believing in Dak, who's actually done miraculous things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm saying, and I mean this, we've seen this before. Trey Lance era is coming. We keep seeing this from these Dallas Cowboy fans that's anti-Dak. And I'm just going to remind you, we've seen this before. I can show you the history of us doing this. Like, it's in our face. Like, if you just even go in your own timeline, we've seen this. It's the Dalton show. And what ended up happening? Dak went down and we saw the befores and after. Every time y'all bet against Dak and every time Jerry and them bet against Dak, they end up with the womp.
Listen, let me just give you a logical argument here. And this is what most people that say very quickly that Trey would be great. I don't know if Trey will be great or not. Let me say that first off. I don't know. But I do know this. Look at the time frame by which the Dallas Cowboys have had competitive quarterbacks going back to the last Super Bowl. Look at Troy Aikman. After Troy Aikman, when was the next competitive quarterback that we could say that was a really good quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys? Who was it? Who was it? Romo probably was the quarterback, because after Troy Aikman, it was years of journeyman quarterbacks, and I don't want to name all these guys, but year after year, a couple years here, a couple years there, day after day, year after year, these quarterbacks that were not leaders in the organization, that were not franchise level quarterbacks. Whether you think Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the NFL or not, that's your private opinion. Whether you think that he can win it all by himself, okay, that's another conversation. But is Dak Prescott a franchise caliber quarterback that can lead you to wins and give you opportunity in the playoffs? Absolutely he is.
Yeah.
Absolutely is.
My boy Nardo say, I don't fear playing Trey Lance. Let me give y'all my honest assessment on it. I think we should give Trey Lance a chance. I do. I think we should give him a fair chance. But if this don't play out this time, the fans need to stop being goofy and front office need to stop being goofy. And we need to admit this is absolutely goofy. Okay? This is what I mean by that. All right. The pressure is not on Dak. Dak has proven that he know how to play under quarterback controversy. Quarterback controversy breaks most quarterbacks. If people look at the history, OC, and you look at the history of San Fran with Steve Young and Joe Montana, when they was in a quarterback controversy, both of them played bad.
Mm-hmm.
So
go ahead, boss.
So Dak played with Romo down his neck, and what did he do? Dak has proven he know how to handle this pressure. So it's almost like they trying to say, hey, we got us a top 5 guy. We did everything right. We let him sit for a year. We didn't rush him. He's going to know this offense. But it's going to be a real test of, can you handle the pressure of competing against Dak? Because Dak handled with flying colors the pressure with you on his back.
Yeah, and this is what I'll say. I'm not saying that Trey Lance can't play quarterback. I think the young man does have talent. I think he has a great arm. I think he's a great athlete. I think that whenever he does play or start, he's going to need a year to cook. He's going to need a year of development, and you're going to have to take the bitter with the sweet, especially in that year. And then year 2, you'll be able to really assess the type of real potential and ceiling that he has. That's my opinion. But what I will say, all of those that are in favor of just letting Dak Prescott walk, or I'm not worried about it, I just want to let Trey get out here and play. Let's see what we got in. Okay, all that's good and dandy. But what I want to tell you is this: the odds are against you. The odds are against you.
Yeah. Because
in 25 plus years since we won the last Super Bowl championship underneath the leadership of Troy Aikman as a quarterback, we've had 2 quarterbacks of note that's played for this organization. 1, Tony Romo. 2, Dak Prescott. That's it. That's it.
Right.
It's only been 2 quarterbacks of significant note that held down the starting position and put up statistically significant numbers. There's only been 2 guys in 25 plus years. So I'll just say the odds are against you. I hope it works out, but if you're looking at numbers, the odds are against you. Your better odds at winning a championship is to stick with the one you have. That's your better odds. So that's what I'll say, boss.
So check this out. I think Dan Rogers asked a fair question. It's a test to me of our integrity, right? He asked a real fair question. I'm going to post it. I ain't going to post my answer. I'm going to post what he said. He said, what would you think if this was Trey Lance in preseason and he was showing Dak's first preseason game where Dak was amazing? like just lights out with the ones. This is when they stopped shopping for a backup, and it was based on what they saw in Dak. Because remember, they was trying to shop. They was looking at trying to go get Foles. They was looking at quarterbacks because that's when Romo went down. But this was Dak's first preseason game. And Dak lit it up. He would have had a perfect passer rating. Look at this throw to Terrence Williams, that post corner. Oh, come on now. Now, this was with no preseason with the ones, and you was a natural. But he asked a fair question. What if we see that with Trey?
If we see that with Trey, we got something to trade.
Right.
That's simple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you see Trey do the same type of stuff and or better, or I'm gonna say even close. I'm not gonna even say exactly that. Just you got something. You got something there. You got something to work with. You got some materials to develop, and then he has to prove out underneath real pressure in a regular season, just like Dak Prescott did.
Yeah, I would say this. If he come out and look like Dak did from his first preseason game, we need to give Trey a whole lot of reps in preseason just to make sure it wasn't no flash in the pan.
Right.
You know, I think that's fair if we answer that question honestly. Now the next question is, do you think that's going to happen?
I don't really see. Because he didn't get any regular season reps. I think he's going.
Can I answer those? Can I?
You
just
can
answer?
ask that, but I'm
saying
saying
answer. I want to go ahead and answer it. Do
go
I think
ahead
it's going to happen?
Oh, hell no.
And let me tell you why. Because we saw Trey Lance in preseason in San Fran. So you already got the tape to know he ain't walk out there like Dak did. You already know it. Now we can play the what if games, but if we talking about what did he actually do? See, Dak had to get Romo off his back. Trey Lance struggled to get Sam Darnold and Mr. Irrelevant off his back. I guarantee you, if Dak played like what he played in preseason, they wouldn't even want Purdy. They wouldn't want Purdy. Can we say it like that? If we go right back to his question. If Dak went to San Fran and did what he did from a debut where he was 2 drops away from a perfect debut, literally perfect. The only reason it wasn't perfect because Swam dropped 2 bootlegs. So, do I believe it's gonna happen?
Oh, hell no.
I think Dak finna beat him out.
Look, let me propose the real statement, the question behind the question, or the statement behind the question that should be said that hasn't been said. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
If Trey Lance played like that, he wouldn't be here. I mean, let's just get real. Let's keep it. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. If Trey Lance played anywhere close to that in practices,
right,
he wouldn't be here. He would not be here as a top 5 pick. He would not be here.
That's simple.
The bottom line is that Mr. Irrelevant showed more poise, more consistency, more accuracy, and more command over that offense. So much so that Kyle Shanahan had the confidence to cut ties with his top 5 pick. And him and John Lynch work like a fist in a glove. They're super tight, and they don't miss that much. They do not miss. They are really good personnel people. They really don't miss that much. I'm just being honest. You know, it's so what's the rub here? There's a reason why Trey Lance was available.
Bruh.
Exactly. So, like, I'm cool with the hypotheticals. I'm cool with the what if Trey end up looking like Dak, we can play the game.
That's fine.
How about let's look at what he actually did?
Right.
You know,
Right.
you know, all the let's give him a chance. We finna give him a chance. Oh, see, I also want to bring something else to you, bro.
Yeah.
I said this on Twitter, and I honestly think this is what it's about, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Let me first give my first thought,
Quit.
and then I'm gonna go back to that thought.
Mm-hmm.
If Dak is not traded before the draft or on draft day, he will be a Cowboy. I want everybody to understand that. Next week is the deadline on this game, y'all. And this is why I'm saying that. For everybody that think Jerry and them dumb enough to let this play out, do you know what they go get? If they let Dak go into free agency, they go get a 3rd round comp pick. Did y'all look at what the Browns had to give away to get Deshaun Watson? Did y'all go look at what the Rams had to give away to go get Matthew Stafford? And you think we that dumb? Now, I know some of y'all think Jerry and Steven dumb, but do you really think they gonna let him play out the season and only get a 3rd round comp pick just cause they not sure? So, my philosophy is this, bro. Once we get past the draft, it's just obvious, in my opinion, that this is all about the Kardashian model. It's all about money. It's about that we finna make this false competition between Trey Lance and Dak Prescott because we want views and we want this reality TV and this manufactured drama. Because if you look at the Kardashians, they are just like the Dallas Cowboys, where they are rich, but it's not based on talent. They can't sing, they can't dance, they are manufactured. Most of them have like Botox and stuff that's not real. Just like we don't have real success. Yeah, and this is a publicity thing. People not talking about the money that the Dallas Cowboys are making based on this controversy, OC.
Listen, you've been right about this in so many ways, so it'd be almost foolish for me to go against it. So I'm not going to go against it. I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but I'm going to say that the Cowboys really know how to offend people and rub them the wrong way. That's what I will say.
Yeah.
They listen, the Cowboys do an excellent job at offending and making their star players angry by how they handle contract negotiations. And I think that it's a flaw because there's many other ways to get publicity to do things and to make the business stay relevant in the offseason, than doing this. But I don't think Dak thinks it's funny. I'm looking at the interview. I don't think he appreciates it nor likes it, which means that, guess what? They're going to have to pay. Yeah, Dak does have a no trade clause. Dak would have to agree to whatever place if they were to pull something off. Dak would have to be in consort.
And we've been talking about that. We've both heard that that's the case. So it would just depends on, is it a place that Dak want to go? Did he go ahead and relay it to Jerry and them? And is Jerry and them willing to sign off on it for the compensation they would get for that?
1 second, boss. Screen on yourself.
Yeah. So let me play this real quick by Mike Florio, real quick, while the OC go handle his business. Just to kind of paint this picture. Listen.
Here's the reality. The Joneses have done great things for the sport and for the Cowboys. And I think it's far more impressive that they have kept that team more relevant than any other for 30 years without getting to a single NFC championship game than it would have been if they had built another Super Bowl champion in those 30 years. To have that team as popular and relevant as it is without high levels of tangible on-field success really is amazing. That sounds like an insult within a compliment, and maybe it is.
Let me pause that. Listen to what he said. To have the team so popular, despite not doing it the way other teams have to do it, by wins, championships, and playoff success, he said it's amazing. You have to ask, how did they do that? It's that Kardashian model. See, when you look at the Kardashian model, what they do is they treat nothing sacred. Everything is going to be put on camera. Everything. So if you look at the other teams, they don't negotiate like we do in the public. But if you're using the Kardashian model and your husband decides to have a trans surgery where he switches sex, well, let's put that on camera. If it's a contract between my star quarterback, well, let's put that on camera. If it's Tank, well, let's go ahead and say he ain't no Khalil Mack. Let's put that on camera. If it's a contract dispute with your star running back, let's say Zeke who? It's the Kardashian model. So when Mike Florio is like, it's amazing on how they did it, just look at what they're doing. Is there any other team that's putting the, like, could you imagine any other team having an MVP level quarterback that was the runner-up MVP with better numbers than the actual winner of the MVP, but we act there trying to pretend as if there's some doubt in your quarterback? I'm not buying it. This is money. And if you go look at what they get and how much, why do you think they so rich? They are rich based on using this Kardashian model. I'm just being all the way honest. So when I hear Mike Florio say it's amazing that they just so successful without really no wins, you gotta ask how.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll be foolish to go against what you're saying here. I just think it's in really bad taste because here's the only adjustment to what you said. They're really great at putting everything on blast, but their personal business. Oh no,
Facts.
They're like the president. Oh, if something's going on in that house, boy, it gets shut down quick. You hear one little snippet of news about it, and all of a sudden, it's silence. It's radio silence. So that part, I don't like the sacrificing of other people's careers and things of that nature to benefit their brand. Do the same thing with yourself. That's what I would say. But that's just me being more fair balance, right? And that doesn't make it seem as heinous, right? And as malicious and as I'm just going to use you up. I'm going to get everything I can out of you. But look, this is going to end up working to Dak's advantage. And that's the part we got to get to. This is going to end up working to Dak's advantage. You know why? Because every day that ticks by, Dak is going to get maximum dollars plus. Oh, going back to the interview, he says, I don't care about being the highest paid, keyword, necessarily. Necessarily. Did you catch that? He said, I don't care about being the highest paid quarterback, necessarily, grin.
And sometimes you get this type of stuff. I'm going to play that comment because you brought that up. He said, I'm still waiting for y'all to say one that makes sense. Hey, man, some people just slow. I'm sorry. Like, just some people just surface and they don't understand dimensions. You know, this is not a channel for very surface people. You got to be a thinker. I'm just being honest with you. Like, if you don't understand the context, you know, of how they using publicity, it just
and what I say is this. I think a better statement would be, what have we said that doesn't make sense to you?
He ain't gonna say it.
It'll just to me, it'll just be asking a question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you throw something out like that, it's not a lot we can do with that. You know, it's kind of just, you know, it's either you just don't understand something we're saying, or you kind of like throwing like a subtle
shade.
Insult, you know?
And it happens a lot. You know,
it's okay.
It happens a lot.
It's
People throw a lot of shade.
Hey,
But let me go to what you said on Dak being the highest paid, and we go dissect that. Then I'm gonna come back to that Mike Florio, and I do have the link in the description. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the draft is coming. I am excited about the draft coming. Here we go.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be the highest paid necessarily.
Ooh, there it is.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Necessarily.
trying to be the highest paid necessarily.
Now his head is going up and to the left.
What does that
Up and to
mean?
the left. So, and body language experts give cues. You only get this here on Boss Cowboy Sports, by the way. I read a body language book, okay, because I'm in sales. And so, body language experts say that when your eyes go up and to the left, it's more on the creative side of your brain, which means that you're thinking on the fly and you could be telling a stretch or non-truth. It's not 100%. It's saying that you could be telling a stretch or non-truth. When you're down to the right, that's more your logical, factual, database side of your brain. And typically people that are looking to the right, they're more so in most cases telling the truth. So his whole head is shifted from, he went to talking about being in Dallas, right? And he's looking to the right. He's down, he's looking to the right. He's factual. He's processing everything that went down, all the stuff that's pissed him off. He's thinking about that, and he's here. You ask him about being the quarterback, the highest paid, all of a sudden his whole head shifts to go this way. Now he's looking up and to the left. He's looking up and to the left, and then he says, not necessarily. All right, Art, you guys are completely off on the Lance comment.
Can you please say what you talking about?
Yeah, like what do you mean? Like what did we say in your opinion that is off about Trey Lance? Can you please specify?
Be specific so we can address it. Because see, this is the beautiful thing about y'all coming to us. When you fuss at the TV don't talk back. So this is a chance for you to put out there specifically and we will address it. But if you just basically saying, I just believe that Lance is going to be the guy, okay, based on what? Based on what film? Because he been playing football. He been in the NFL. It's tape on him. So what we off on?
And let me talk about what I think he might be saying preemptively.
Preemptive.
Only preemptive. This is a preemptive strike. There's only a handful of quarterbacks that have not been with the original team that drafted them, went to other teams, and had great careers. It's only a handful. Now, Drew Brees was one. Went from, I believe, San Diego, went to Miami, ended up perfect offense, perfect coach, perfect marriage, having a great career with the Saints. Okay?
Hold on. Wait. He's specific. He finally said it. He said Jones has to build his value so we can get it higher than the fourth pick in return. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. Stay with us, bro. We weren't talking about building his value. We were talking about, in particular, Trey Lance being ready to be a starter and take over and lead the organization. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
We never addressed building up his value so we can get higher than a fourth pick in return. And it's not a fourth pick. It's a third round compensatory pick if they let go of Dak Prescott after this season, which is what we talked about, right? We never really were talking about.
Yeah, we never
Lance.
addressed your thought at all. That never was.
Said that.
So, and I hope that's the case. Like, I hope they smart enough to do that. You know what I mean? If they really doing that, I will be shocked. Right.
Yeah.
Then we don't move like that. Like, okay. So this the same team that traded Amari for a fit. So
they're emotional. They're more emotional.
Yeah.
They're more emotional. Their saving grace is Will McClay because with draft picks, free agents, he's more tactical. But they're more emotional. They get mad and they want to make a point. That's their Achilles heel.
And the leverage.
And they'll love you and they won't make logical decisions and keep you too long. And keep you way too long. They fall on either side of the spectrum. It's almost like no gray area with them. That's what you got to understand about this organization. It's little gray area.
But we addressed you, man. You said we was wrong about Trey on something we never talked about, but we gave you the courtesy to address you directly. Your voice matter. But going back to that.
So I'll wait till negotiations begin, and obviously want to put this team in the best situation. So.
Have your feelings changed at all about your desire to be wanting to be in Dallas past 2025?
No, I'm focused on here right now.
This body language is bad.
Yeah.
This bad, OC.
He laughing. And this is something that just ran past a lot of people. I'm surprised we haven't had 50 content creators do shows on this, because he said when negotiations begin.
Right. I was just going to go to.
When?
He was snitching on him. Oh, see, he was snitching.
200%. Because you messing with my money, and I got a chance, and I knew I was going to have a chance at this cancer reception that I'm doing, which is great, by the way. Salute to him for doing that, and honor his mom, and to help people that suffer with cancer, by the way.
For real.
But, man, he said, okay, I got you. I got the perfect opportunity where I'm going to begin to undress you in the public. I'm going to do to you what you've been doing to me. But I'm going to do it slick and so smooth. You know what he pulled, boss? We've seen this before, but it has to be done intact. Mike McCarthy did the same thing. Mike McCarthy did the exact same thing. A couple years ago, when he was about to lose the team, he had to come out and make certain comments to let them know that everybody knows that, hey, man, you guys are full of that nonsense. Because what happened a few weeks ago? Didn't Stephen Jones himself come out and say, we've been talking with Dak Prescott, and he's been very cooperating, and we're trying to work through some details and understand that we're going to do what's best for the team, and we got to sign all these other guys, and we've been talking with Dak. Didn't Stephen Jones' lying self come out and act like it was some ongoing negotiation?
Yep.
Am I missing on that? Correct me if I'm wrong here.
No. You're right.
Okay.
And Dak went out there and snitched. He said, they have not been talking to me and my representatives. You snitch. But good job.
Way to go. And and for fair balance for people that like to criticize this stuff, let me throw this out there real quick. The only thing he said was, I talked to Jerry Jones, talked, past tense, talked. We had a conversation, singular, a conversation, singular. So we know where things are. Present tense. We know where things are. Not where things were or where things are going or as we make progress. Notice the adjectives here. Notice the adjectives. We know where things currently are. Which is, you guys, can I just translate? Let me translate. You guys are on a bunch of nonsense, and you guys are trying to force a deal down my throat that is so unreasonable, like you did the first time, and there's no way in God's green earth that I'm taking that crazy, low, disrespectful, not even probably top 5 to the last contract's deal. No way. And so guess what? I'm going to leave this in the hands of my attack dog. My agent. And I'm going to let my agent shred y'all to bits. And if he's unable to do that because you will not concede, then guess what? Hasta la vista, baby. I'm out of here. That's the translation.
The OC.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
Man, the OC, man, it's been a long time since I hit that straight business button, bro. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, man.
On this show.
Yeah,
but let me go back, bro. I gotta go back.
So we'll wait till negotiations begin, and
He's laughing.
Snitch!
He's laughing. Look at him smiling. He's laughing.
Laughing
And
at.
you know why he's laughing, boss? Do you know? I mean, go ahead.
Bro, let's go to the question, bro, because the question is.
So we'll wait till negotiations begin, and necessarily.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be the highest paid. Necessarily. So we'll wait till negotiations begin, and obviously want to put this team in the best situation. So.
He basically also said, when y'all sign me, y'all get cap relief. I want to get it done. Y'all not talking to me.
And look at his face. Perfect steal right there. Notice how his eyes shift back to the right. I want to put the team in the best situation. Look, now he's serious, because now this is about my future. This is about my baby girl. This is about my family, and you're gonna do right by me. You know what I mean? This is what this is. This is what that type of energy. He got that. I hate, and not using a cuss word or at all, but he has that F you energy. He really do. He got that, a little bit of that forget you type energy right there, man. He does, man. Dead, but he dead serious too. Cold-blooded killer. Look in his eyes too, right there.
No, he's not playing. He also has the look of leverage. Can I say that?
And he's,
That's the look of leverage. That's the look of knowing you playing yourself. You're not playing me. You know what I mean? Like Kevin Gray said it perfect. The Dak Prescott heel turn about to be generational. He knows he's got all the leverage, and he's talking like it. Can you say it better than that, OC?
Very, very good about Kevin Gray, man. Great comment about Kevin Gray. It is. He. That's why he laughed, and that's what I was gonna say. That's why he laughed. He laughed because it's like it's a joke because you're playing with me, but at the end
you're playing yourself. Yeah, you
playing, but you're gonna lose.
Look at this. Somebody said Ecclesiastes 10, a wise man heart is to the right hand, but a fool inclines to the left. Talking about that body language.
Alluding to that body language.
Yeah.
Yeah, alluding to that body language.
But we got some smart people in the chat, bro. This dude went to the scriptures.
Feelings changed at all about your desire to be wanting to be in Dallas past 2025?
No, I'm focused on here right now, where I am.
Why you start smiling at that question?
Because he knows, boss, that either way, I'm getting paid.
Right.
That's why he smiled, because he's thinking about that 200-some million guarantee. See, that's a flash. You know how sometimes you have like flash thoughts, like you're talking and you're dealing with a situation and you have a flash of something just that makes you happy. You think about it. That's what went across his head. He's here thinking about this whole contract thing, and he's like, man, and then he just answered the question because he knows. Either way,
I'm good. Either way, I'm good. I control my destiny and my bag is secure.
Either way.
It's always how I've been. Anytime you've asked me, it's always been about right now, getting better tomorrow, and I've been in this situation before.
Pause.
Well, I paused it.
Translation. Y'all done me dirty before. I'm used to dealing with y'all. I know how y'all roll. I know how you negotiate. I know exactly what you do to people in the Texans camp. You did this to me on my rookie deal. You did this to me with the franchise tax. I understand what you was going to try to do. That's why I put a no trade clause. That's why you have to pay me all the guarantee money. That's why I got all the leverage. I've dealt with this before.
So
that's the translation.
It's okay. I'm fine in any situation at that point, betting on myself or playing this year out, and yeah.
So.
In other words, translation again by the OC. I'm fine betting on myself. I'll take that almost 60 mil. If you don't give me what I want and my representation does not get a fair deal from you guys that I will take, that I am satisfied with, that I am happy with, it's fine. I'm going to take your 59 point some odd $million, and after this season, I'm leaving y'all in the dust. So, you know what? This is me saying to you in a very public forum, in a very professional way, I might add, the ball's in your court.
Yeah.
Jerry,
But our
let's
fans
keep
go
it going.
still blame Dak. They go say
Oh, yeah.
Dak is greedy, even though they haven't talked to him. It's just, I mean, it's what's frustrating about our fans. It's like, can you educate yourself before you point at your quarterback? Can you at least listen? Like he telling you, and everybody been telling you, they haven't been talking to Dak. They running up their own price. Check this out. We got one more OC, then we go wrap it up.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm focused on the moment, on the now. The talks begin and real talks get to happen.
Real talks. The talks begin. Real talks. You see, this is why you should follow Boss Cowboy Sports. Because we've been telling you for months and months and months about the wee woo. We've been saying wee woo.
Oh, you see this guy?
Wee-woo,
See this guy?
wee woo.
Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo wee woo.
We've been telling you. We've been telling you. But you know what? Y'all act like the Jones family sometimes. Y'all just don't listen. Just don't listen. Just don't listen. I'm talking about the fan base. Just don't listen. We sit here and preach till we blue in the face, give you great content, give you the skinny, tell you what's
Show
going
you
to
the
happen before it
evidence.
happens, till we purple in the face.
Give you
and
the
still
links.
Don't even listen. Just listen. We told you this already. Real talk. In other words, we've had a couple bullcrap conversations of them kicking tires and seeing if they'll let our team or convince me to be weak or my representation to be weak or be soft or take a subpar deal. And we just let them know, basically, we're in a position where that's not going to happen. I'm the MVP runner-up. I've thrown for over 4,000 yards and over 35 touchdowns. And I've been playing great. I'm entering into almost my 9th, 10th year in the league. And I am due a massive payday, and if you're not talking like that, then we're not ready to have a discussion.
Sure, we can talk about getting that done, but in this case right now, honestly, I'm worried about just getting better, being better tomorrow than I am at this moment. So leaving that up to my agent and Jerry at this point, and when those talks.
Man, don't call me, Jerry. Don't call me.
I'm done talking to y'all.
Don't call me.
Once we got past this this SA stuff, I don't need to talk to you about nothing. So it's back to business as usual. And guess who said that a couple weeks back, Boss Cowboy?
Yep.
Boss Cowboy said that a couple weeks back. I told you that a couple weeks before, and I say he is playing kind because of the allegations out there that's defaming his character.
Yep.
That's what he's playing nice.
That's what drew him to the table.
Right.
They had some talks, and then he got out them talks and was like, all right, now you got to still deal with my lawyer. You know what I mean?
Facts. Facts.
Again, I'll be more involved, obviously.
So no talks to him. Are you surprised with no talks to him?
No, I mean, I've been in conversation. I've talked to Jerry, and so I understand where we are, obviously. And Jerry's mentioned the same, so there's not any gray area in that sense. So, yeah.
He talked about the cap and all the situations and why they're not doing it.
We had a great conversation. We had a great conversation that
So,
put us aligned.
Paul. So he almost fully snitched. Because have you had conversations? And he almost said no, boss. Did you see his lips form? He almost said no. He said, "Well, I've had a conversation with Jerry." He said, "No, well, I've had a conversation with Jerry." He
Dak
almost
is a pro.
told you the real.
He's such a pro. He's such a pro.
Told you, just if you listen.
And he playing this perfect. He is playing this perfect, bro. This is perfect. Sadly, people ain't gonna pick it up, OC. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
A lot of people still not gonna pick it up. They go still turn around and just blindly blame him. He laid it out. They not talking to me. Real talks have not started, and it's not me. Everything has been surfaced. He knows that if y'all pay me, it helps the team. But it's still not gonna work, sadly. I want to play this real quick, OC. Run this by you and kind of bring it all together. All right.
But before you do,
okay,
it's one key thing that I want to point out. He said, I've had a talk with Jerry, meaning him and Jerry spoke. Jerry is jumping in to try to get this done and go around Dak's agent.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he said, yeah, it was very clear. We know who you are. Dak didn't budge in that conversation.
Right.
Dak didn't
You know what I think?
budge.
You know what I think Dak did? I think he played it smart. I think, you know what I think he did? I think he gave the clues that, like, good guy, good cop, bad cop.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'll work with you guys. You know I want to work with you guys. Because remember, Steven came out like, we talked to Dak directly, right?
Gave them what they wanted to hear.
He told them what they wanted to hear, which is wise, so that he could let his agent be the bad guy.
Right. So it's not, you can't be offended personally with me. This is just me being a good businessman, and I let my representation handle all that. That's what artists do when they don't want to tell you no. They say, hey, you got to call my manager, my business manager, this with all that stuff. That's a professional way to draw a line of delineation between our personal relationship and the business at hand, which is great.
So this is a question that's... David said, guys, would you pay him more than Patrick? Absolutely. Because 8 other quarterbacks paid more than Patrick right now.
Right.
Did you know that? Did you know Joe Burrow is paid more than Patrick? Did you know that? Did you know that Deshaun Watson is paid more than Patrick? Did you even know that guy out of Arizona, that little short guy that looked like Mighty Mouse, he's paid more? That guy, Herbert, that guy that never wins in the playoffs, he's paid more than Patrick. And all of them got way more guaranteed than Patrick. Let's not leave that out too. So, you know, I mean, the theories that we believe that you got to win a Super Bowl to get highest paid has been disproven the last 7 quarterbacks. Yeah, Hurts. Guess who else paid more than Patrick? Hurts. Lamar Jackson, he's also paid more than Patrick. Like all of So I'm up to 6 or 7 already that's paid way more than Patrick. The next 4 quarterbacks will be paid. Love will be paid more than Patrick this year. So your quarterback should be paid more than Patrick. Because it's not about Patrick. It's about when was Patrick's contract. His contract is over 3 years old. The cap has risen 3 times since then. So you have to pay a new amount based on the new revenues. So every quarterback that's a franchise quarterback should be paid more than Patrick until Patrick gets a new deal. And Patrick signed a dumb deal. Let's keep it real. He signed a 10-year contract, just like Tyron Smith signed an 8-year contract. So when you sign a contract that long, guess what Patrick can't take advantage of? The new cap that's over $25 million higher than expected. Guess who can't get into that market right now because he sold his whole life to Kansas City? Patrick. So Patrick was actually goofy.
Bruh.
And because he goofy, that don't mean the other people should be goofy. Guess who else is paid more than Patrick right now? Kirk Cousins.
Preach it.
So, yes, Dak absolutely should be paid more than Patrick. That's what it is.
Oh, man.
Let me play this.
Here's the real insult, though. Despite everything great they've done, when they get in these situations with highly talented young players who have earned second contracts, they are 1, cheap, 2, short-sighted, and 3, not nearly as smart as they think they are. Because they have dragged their feet to their detriment. With Dak, they're doing it with CeeDee Lamb, and I feel like it's coming with Micah Parsons. And with Dak, look back to after the 2018 season. He's got 3 years in. He was a 4th-round pick. Day 1 started because of the Tony Romo back issue. And he checked every box. He did everything he should do. They made him play out the 4th year of his contract under a $2 million or so salary. And they did it because they could. Then franchise tag. We do it because we can. Then he breaks the ankle in week 5 or thereabouts, right, of the franchise tag year. Is that right? Yes, yes. That was 2020 season. and he is that right? Am I getting my years right?
Yep.
Am I getting them right?
You're right.
Okay. So it doesn't matter that he had a broken ankle. The ankle's healed. He's heading into his second franchise tag, and that's when they realized we're kind of screwed here. We've waited this long. He can just play out his second tag. We'd have to give him a 44% raise to tag him again. We can't do that. They give him that 4-year, $160 million contract, which had a fuse in it, which was going to have a huge cap number this year and no way to keep him around next year. They created this mess by dragging their feet, and now the tables are turned. These great businessmen who always take advantage of every piece of leverage they have, they're at the mercy of Dak Prescott now. They were at the mercy of him last year. They weren't able to work out a long-term deal. They're at the mercy of him this year. They can't work out a long-term deal because they don't want to pay him. And I think that next year he's going to be like Kirk Cousins. He's going to hit the market. We're going to see who else will pay him more than what the Cowboys are offering. And I think there's a certain amount of a bluff here where, they hide behind this idea. You play for the Cowboys, you make a ton of money in off-field deals. You can waltz right into the number one booth at any of the networks as a former Cowboys quarterback. Everybody wants to play for the Cowboys. There's value in that we think we should get credit for. They overplay that hand, and I think they're going to overplay it again.
Man, fire.
And they do overplay that hand. And see, I thought about another dimension. Let me address this real quick, OC, or you can address this.
Yeah.
Because a lot of fans think like this, and I'm not mad because y'all voice matter. I want to address it. My boy William Burney say 8 freaking years and he can't get to one stinking NFC championship game. Meanwhile, we watch Case Keenum and Jimmy G and Jared Goff and Hurts all go to a championship game since Dak got drafted.
Yeah, that's great. Dak was never meant to be your starter. He was drafted to be a backup, number one. Dak was a fourth-round pick, okay? Number two, Dak Prescott has led you to a significant amount of wins, and you've made the playoffs all but, I think, one time underneath Dak Prescott. NFC championship games, I agree with you. It should have happened. I think they should have already played the Super Bowl, to be honest with you. But the reality of it is that this is not just quarterback dependent. This is not 1-on-22. There are other strategic moves that happen within the Cowboys that hurt that in terms of player personnel and just games where certain units and people didn't play well. However, that does not negate the fact of the resume of Dak Prescott and what he's done as a starter for the Dallas Cowboys. Thus, just like those other guys that are down there that you listed, Jimmy G, all those guys, the difference is all those guys have got big contracts. All those guys have gotten paid, a couple of them more than once, Jimmy G. So at the end of the day, this is a quarterback league. When contracts are due, this is about market value. And I agree with you that, yeah, we want more. I want 6 as well. But the reality of it is, guys, is that this is a market value NFL. This is business. So this is market value for the position. And so the Cowboys are going to have to pay him market value for this position if they hope to keep his services. If they're unwilling to do so, then they're going to scrap it and they're going to start over probably with Trey Lance. And then we'll see what happens.
To be honest, people say stuff like this when they under the doctrine that teams win and lose Super Bowls based on quarterbacks. See, when you believe that a quarterback's supposed to put a whole team on his whole back, you talk like this.
Yeah.
When it's a team game. Like, I dare anybody go look at Jimmy G's production in the playoffs. You know what you will see? They got to the Super Bowl just running the ball. Like Jimmy G almost on some of them games hardly even threw the ball. But you talk like that when you give quarterbacks all the credit.
Right.
And see, as long as that doctrine is out there, he can't even get us to a NFC because it's not on him alone to get you there. It's not. It takes a team. It does. So if you do your job and other guys don't do their job, then you're not going. one of the best quarterbacks arguably ever is Marino. But he didn't have a good enough team. And sometimes that's the fate of it. So instead of just putting all your blame on Dak, I think we need to start where most people start, at leadership. The people that actually put it all together. But what we do, we let the leader blame the quarterback like Jerry did. He the GM, but he comes out and say, didn't I say we go as far as Dak takes us? Hold on. You wait. No. We ain't been doing nothing even before Dak. We wasn't doing nothing with Romo. We wasn't doing nothing with nobody before Romo. Like, no. Why we just blaming the quarterback? In my opinion, we need to up our football IQ and start looking at everything, not just one guy, and freeloading off Dak or a quarterback. It's freeloading, and it's freeload blame. But going back to Mike Florio, when he was saying overplaying his hand, this is the sad part to me, OC, when they play this hand on y'all supposed to give me a discount because you're a Dallas Cowboy. This is the saddest part about playing that hand. You pausing the waters that you say he's supposed to be blessed with.
Right, great point.
Because if you saying, well, just because you the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, you go get these endorsements. Where if you out there basically showing a signal that you don't believe in him and that he not worth his money, and you got all his own fans not liking him, he is no value to people that want to use him for marketing. Because they only want to use you for marketing when people like you. So that can't even capitalize on the discount y'all saying he's supposed to give y'all. It's just backwards. You pause in the waters, but say, be blessed by the waters because you're a cap. No, you pause in my waters. So now, now guess what? Dak is getting less endorsements. He getting less. Why? Because you made all these people not like him. It's backwards.
Yeah, man. And Jerry Jones, in his comments, was the ultimate gaslighter in saying that we'll get as far as Dak Prescott takes us. I told you we'll get as far as Dak Prescott takes us. You're the general manager. You're the decision maker. In an interview, I believe this week, you said that, well, I write the check, so I make the decisions. Good, and that's true. So what I want you to do as a leader, I want you to own that. And I want you to say that I haven't made adequate decisions that were right, that were prudent and timely to cause this team to make another significant Super Bowl run. This is my fault. This is Stephen Jones's, my son. This is his fault. This is my fault. We need to be better. We need to make better decisions. We need to run the organization better. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard that?
No.
No. Just blame shifting, gaslighting. Mm-hmm. Blame the people that you pay that actually are doing a good job for the other people you hired that are not doing a good job. It's insane.
It's insane. It was y'all that got rid of Amari Cooper for a fit. Like, that wasn't Dak. That was you. You the one that said we couldn't have kept Gallup if we wouldn't have got rid of Amari. So you the one that decided Gallup was a better value than Amari. Like, you did that, not Dak. And go look, dog. Go look at what they got for Diggs, Stephon, and go look at all these receivers that's traded. They at least getting a first or a second. We got Matt Walesko. Basically, we got Matt Walesko.
He's a good player. Now he's a good player now. You know, I mean, we're gonna let him compete. You know, you gotta give some of these other balls. We gotta give some of these other guys a chance. We gotta give some of these other guys a chance. You know, we got Matt Valesco. We got Josh Ball. You know, we got Hall. You know, we gotta give some of these other guys a chance.
It's Dak fault.
Oh man.
Oh god, man.
This is funny. This is funny.
But we going for a Dak Prescott takers.
And we got to save some money. No, that's the big one. We got to save some money. we gotta pay all these other guys. We got to save some money. All you've been doing is saving money. All you've been doing all off season is saving money. You spent at least $7 million in the NFL. All you like to do is save money. That's your goal. You want to save money. Congratulations, you reach your goal. You're saving a lot of money. But you're not winning nothing. You're saving tons of money. Keep saving. Hey, keep saving. Keep saving.
Oh my God.
Listen, you keep going, you're going to save your way to a top 5 pick. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going for, ain't you? That's the plan. You're trying to save your way to a top 5 pick. Keep going. You're on your way. Keep saving.
Okay.
The Jones defect blame straight to Dak. Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. 100%, yeah. Yeah, shout out to Landlord from Alabama. Yeah, straight up. Yeah, they do. And here no other organization does this. You know what it shows? You know what it shows, boss? I hate to say this. Well, I don't hate to say it. It's just sad I have to say it. You know what it really is. You know at the heart of this, you know at the very core of this. You know what it is? You're just bad leaders. You're just a bad leader. I mean, you're a good business person. Like, you know how to make money, right? That's one thing. But in terms of organization and the football aspect of things, it's bad leadership, man. It's bad leadership. That's the crux of this problem. And the one thing that's so heinous, that's so egregious about being a bad leader is when you don't realize that you've been a bad leader. You know what the number 2 egregious thing behind being a bad leader is? The number two thing that I'm going to say now is not letting anybody that can actually help you be a better leader have any say.
Well, you cooking.
That's the number 2 egregious thing. You know what the number 3 egregious thing is behind the thing that I'm about to say now to being a bad leader? Is firing the people that could actually help improve your organization's leadership. All 3 of these sins we are consistently guilty of. That's the problem.
I would add 4, we are also morale killers. Ain't nobody choke, destroy, kill morale better than our leaders, than Jerry and Steven. They choke morale right out of team, bro. Like James Slater said that the team wanted Dak to get paid. So when you see your owners attacking what the team want done, do they feel like playing for you? Would they break an arm for you? Would they be like, you know what, man, Jerry and Steven, man, they good to us, man. They really good to us. Sometimes I disagree with them, but at the end of the day, they take care of us. No, they actually buck or attempt to buck break their best guys. The Zeke Who's and the didn't we go as far as Dak would take us, and the public leaks of Mari Cooper saying we didn't like his effort. And the team still like Amari. They still kick it with him, according to Dak Prescott and the interview he did with Landlord. They still mess with Amari, and y'all just did not care. Y'all destroyed the morale. So the only thing these guys got to play for is themselves. We just got a few super chats. Hold on real quick. My boy say, here we go. What you mean, Philly Mike? What you saying, here we go? You gotta talk English, big dog. You can't talk in code. You go come in here with that Philly energy. Say what here we go mean. What you saying? Because I know I can tell you what I'm saying, and what I'm gonna always say, Dak Prescott is and will always be better than your quarterbacks. Let me say that. Because he was very much better than Wentz. Very much. Always. Yes, sir. And he still is way better than Hurts. So you gonna have to define what you mean by here we go if you go come in our house, big dog.
And I'm gonna give a solution while Philly Mike reply. Look, man, this will correct everything. Use common sense relationship strategy. Because really all your players want, all any football player wants, is at least the perception or illusion of fair. This is what I mean.
Right.
This is all they want. It means that, hey, if I go out here for 3 or 4 years and I do a great job doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna get to that in a second.
Yeah, he killed it.
Don't fight me about being paid market rate for my position. Because if you fight me behind getting my money when I came out here and I produced and I've done a good job for you, I feel deeply insulted because you're being unfair to me. It's just so simple. It's so simple, but people don't understand that. The way some fans act, you would think we was winning Super Bowls before Dak and it stopped once he came in. Absolutely. Absolutely, Landlord.
And that's how the front office act. That's how front office act. Front office act like we got high standards over here. You gotta be better than MVP.
Tracy Carter started for the Cowboys. Jason Garrett started for the Cowboys. The end of the road, Steve Berline started for the Cowboys. Okay? So what has happened in these 25 some odd years? I told you at the beginning, to Landlord's point, there's only been 2 quarterbacks of significance that's played for the Cowboys.
Okay.
Tony Romo, Dak Prescott.
And sadly, Mike, I see what Philly Mike's saying.
He's just making fun.
Yeah. He basically saying y'all messing up again, and I love it. I gotta say he right.
You right. About that.
Yeah. So I see where you're coming from. Now he's saying, as an Eagles fan, I like to see y'all destroy yourself.
100%.
I get you now. I get you. That's fair too. That's fair. I would love to see y'all. You know, I'm happy y'all got Kellen Moore. I'm so happy you got Kellen Moore, and that's gonna play out perfectly. I gotta say this, bro. I gotta say this, William Burney. You. I do believe that your voice matter, but you really moving in a blasphemy, my brother. Like you moving to some real like. OC, hold me back, bro. Just hold me back.
Yeah, just chill. Chalk talk. Well, the Texans are certainly better.
Where do y'all I don't know where y'all from where y'all just surrender like this. Like,
let me pause you. I'm gonna pause you.
You gonna pull me back, OC? Like to just surrender that the Texans are better than us without us even playing them, and we play them next year, and you already pulled down your draws? Pull me back, OC.
Listen, man. I'm gonna say something, and I'm not a Texan.
This man that pulls down.
But listen. The Texans are making moves in their organization like they want to win. That's what I will say.
I need you to pull me back, because I don't even credit they making moves. Because I've seen them make moves before. I've seen them have good teams before.
I'm speaking to the heart of his statement. That's what I'm speaking to. I'm looking beyond what he said, and I'm looking at what I believe he means.
No.
I believe he's saying that they're better than us by their roster additions and what they're doing.
Nah, that ain't what he said. He surrendered. That is basically pulling down your pants.
Okay, don't say that. Don't say that. You got kids and everybody's family watching, boss. Don't
Sorry. Thank you, OC.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the competitor in me. You know, when I played,
I understand.
I couldn't just surrender before you got to beat me first. Now, if you beat me, I'm going to say you better. But I'm not going to just, before we play, like, what you mean? Like, no, you got to beat me first, bro. I'm not going to just be like, oh, yeah, they better than me. Like, fans, we got to do better, man. We got to do better, man. All this surrendering, we got to do better. Yeah, they got hot 1 year. But go look at what they did the last 3 years. And compare it to your own team.
Yeah,
compare it to your own team.
And they're making more moves than the Cowboys. But you know what?
And also look at our history versus the Texans head up. Go, man, don't you ever in your life compare Houston to Dallas, Texas. Don't you ever in your life. Our sports city smokes them. They had 2 teams and never even sniffed a Super Bowl. Neither team has ever even been to one. The Oilers or the Texans. So how dare you, as bad as it is for us, don't you ever in your life put us on a level, ever, in front of me. I'm sorry, OC.
No, it's fine, man. You know, it's interesting times. To his point, they are making more moves than the Cowboys.
They are.
I'm going to say this, that, shucks, everybody's making more moves than the Cowboys. So at this point, it's really not hard. It's not hard. It's not hard to be making more moves than the Cowboys. Here's the thing, man, and I pray, and this is one of my prayers. I mean, this is a personal prayer. I pray, man, that I'm not so proud that I just go into destruction. I pray that I can humble myself before the calamity comes and I can avoid it. And I hope that the Cowboys will humble themselves before calamity comes, because right now they're taking deep swallows. Stephen Jones is up in his office. I'm sure he wakes up at night sometime thinking, what am I doing? Am I doing right? And their only saving grace is, oh my God. And then he texts Will McClay about 3:30 in the morning. He's up pacing in his house. Will, how's the board looking? Will, what about the free agents, man? What's going on, man? He's nervous. He is gonna have an accident in his underwear, because if Will McClay does not save today, you are capital S out of luck. So I'm gonna tell you something, man. He's rolling the dice in an unparamounted way, and I have a strong suspicion he's not going to be right, boss. And that's my fear. I have a strong suspicion that him rolling the dice on these red shirt players is not going to be right. And we are going to be sitting here come mid-November looking like this, doing shows. Well, the Cowboys lose the game again. Another tough one. Another tough game. The Cowboys are officially out of the NFC East title hunt. Well, we got to look forward to next year. Right?
Man. Oh, shit. Wait. Pause.
I'm telling you, in early end of April now, before it happens, Stephen Jones is probably pacing the floors thinking, oh my God, I hope I'm right. Oh my God, we better be right. And the problem is that you don't have to be up. You could be sleeping like a baby in a posturepediatric bed. They used to say it in the commercial. Look, all you have to do is just follow simple football logic. It's like fundamentals, boss. And I'm almost done. I'm trying to teach my sons this, man. I'm trying to teach my kids this. Like, I don't care how talented, how fast you are. I don't care how strong you are. You cannot lack fundamentals. You cannot do fundamentally things wrong in your business and be successful. I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how smart you think you are. You cannot mess up on your foot. And right now, he's taking fundamental risk of building a football team in a bad way and rolling the dice on people that don't have playing time and that are his guys in the draft picks. That's all he's doing. So
I'm gonna say this real quick. For those who saw my passion, remember, I hate the Texans more than Philly. So just imagine somebody laying down a Philly in your face. So that's all I got to say about that. You know what I mean? I hate the Texans. I showed y'all last week they racist history. All of that. Like, nah. They got to beat us. I'm not going to lay down in them. So was I a little bit over animated? Yes. I apologize for that too. My passion sometimes do get the best of me, man. Y'all forgive me. We go take these super chats. Oh man. OC, pray for me, bro. I'm trying.
Yeah, it's all.
I'm really trying, homie. Let's get these super chats going. Appreciate the super chats, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the OC, bro. The OC is back. Man, it's so much better when the OC is back. Ain't it so much better, y'all? Y'all know I can bust by myself, but when I got my OG in the building, it's even better, bro. My boy Montana say, are any of these broke fans paying these players? Ooh, OC, what you gotta say? Ooh.
I mean, no, man. I mean, no, we ain't paying the players, but the people that should be paying them ain't paying them either. If you're talking about the Dallas Cowboys, that's what I was commenting about that. That's it.
Appreciate that, landlord. And then Chris 214, man, he always showing love. He said, does this interview make you mean towards that a trade is likely to happen?
I'm gonna say it's neither here nor there at this point.
Yeah,
I
I'm kind of 50-50. I couldn't get no read on that.
Yeah, it's no read
question.
on that. But the read is that they ain't talking to me and they ain't trying to pay me my money. And that, I want all y'all to know it's not me. I'm here to talk. I'm available. But they come up with some weevil and they're not trying to pay me my money. And so that's where we are. That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it too. Yeah, I can't. I'll be reaching, to be all the way honest.
Right.
Chris 214 with another. He said Dak honestly looks like he's over it. And saying, man, I love my teammates, but I can't wait to get away from this front office. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that Dak Prescott is frustrated. I think he's serious because he has family, he has legacy, and he's due his income. You know, it's like you worked all week, man, and you do a paycheck and you don't get paid. That's happened before, or 2 weeks. And this is one of the most defeating, horrible feelings, right? And people don't understand and realize that Dak Prescott is a human being. He's a person, just like we are people that work or have businesses and we want to get our income. It's the same situation. It's just on a higher level. And Dak Prescott said one key thing in the interview that we didn't cover. Dak Prescott said, I love my teammates, but he said, I love the game of football.
Mm-hmm.
I love the game of football. I love to play. So in other words, I love to play the game of football whether I'm here or not.
Yeah. I think his tone is right. I want to see more actual physical protests out of Dak. Physical protests.
I would love to see him not show up at training camp.
Yeah. I want to see a physical protest.
That's what I want him to do.
Me too. Take it to the next level. Take it to the limit.
Don't work out with he worked out, had some workouts down there. Like, don't work out, don't have no Cowboys gear. He's doing that out of his maturity and just being a good man and a good leader for the people in the locker room because he realized he's going to have to try to lead this team, right? Well, probably not enough resources. But I'm saying for his own personal interests, I wouldn't even wear Cowboys gear. I would miss workouts. I would miss workouts until they start talking to my agent and look serious. I would miss.
My boy Montana.
I'm not talking about fans like. Oh, okay. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, we know, bro.
Like you.
Yeah,
no, you good. Bro.
I didn't even think for a second you was talking about us, bro.
Yeah,
we know you,
cool,
bro.
Man.
Yeah, we already know you. You the bro. We already know. We're gonna take just a few calls, OC. Is that cool?
Yeah, just a couple, then I gotta bounce.
All right, cool. Let's get it.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Guess that's why the labels want the rights to me. CD on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's slight to me.
super chat. The super chat's starting to come in. Hey, hold on real quick, man. This is funny, bro. This is funny. My boy said, you can't block me. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I ain't mad at you, bro. You been going hard on Dak, but that's a fly comment, bro. I gotta give you that. That's fly. I know what you. Yeah, that's what movie is that from, man? What movie is that?
That's one of them Denzel movies.
Yeah, that's one of them Denzel movies. Yeah, King Kong ain't got. That's fly, bro. I gotta give you that. You've been tripping, but that's fly. I'll give you that one. He said, with the super chat, Rodney said, afternoon boss and the OC, Jerry and Steven got $1.2 billion tied up in corn, stock resources, natural gas. They worried about that mark instead of Dak. It been a lot of theories on them having money issues, cash issues. They say training day. Yeah, that's from training day. Yeah. Look at y'all movie buffs. The movie buff step, that's training day. Get it right. I feel you, my bad. Yeah. But then how does that jive with what Jerry just did with Arkansas? You know, where he basically doubling their money. You know. So when you tight everywhere. You know. So it's a good theory, but that Arkansas contribution put a hole in it, in my opinion. That's a small hole. It ain't a big hole, but it put a hole in it. You know what I'm saying?
And let me put a massive hole in it. You're making income every single week of the regular season and beyond with contracts for the Dallas Cowboys. You have multiple ways to pay Dak. You got money funneled into your organization. You got the salary cap. You got your stadium revenues. You got ticket revenues. You got TV revenues. So you got a variety of ways to pay Dak Prescott's money. And you're not giving Dak nowhere near $1.2 billion. We're talking about, and not that this is insignificant, by the way, we're talking about a little bit more than a couple $100 million that's spread out. Keyword, spread out over multiple years. You're going to gain revenue to be able to compensate and take care of that amongst your other expenses for your business that you have. So that's not an excuse.
And also, y'all, we finna take these calls. We got Star on the queue, a fire content creator. Can't wait to hear from him. While we getting ready to get Star going, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. That's the lifeblood of what we got going. That's how we grow this channel. One of the best ways to help us is to hit that like button. Star, give me 1 second. You are live.
What's up, boss? Can you hear me?
What's up with it, Star? Yeah. Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It's kind of cutting up, but I can hear you now.
Okay. What you got?
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
What's up, boss? What's up, MC? How y'all doing?
Good.
I just wanted to call in and I knew you was gonna talk about this, boss, with the whole Dak situation, because I'm like, I think this is the first that we saw something out of Dak that we really ain't seen before. You know, it's like usually when it comes to like these contract talks, Dak is very, you know, it'll get done and you know everything's gonna be good. It's almost like we look to Dak for that positivity, but he didn't give us that at this gala, and it was almost like he was waiting on this moment. Yeah. And for him to be like that at this is a children's gala for cancer, and for him to be, he knew that the questions was coming, and it's almost like Dak is like, the fact that I even have to answer these types of questions at a gala that I'm doing in honor of my mom for children's cancer, and I have to answer questions about the fact that the Cowboys are making me answer contract questions when I'm literally at a gala for children's cancer. It's like, think about that. You know what I'm saying? Think about that type of what the front office has put Dak through.
Right.
And I think a lot of fans think that no matter what, that, you know, Dak's a company man, he's gonna be here. I think, you know, when people saw Dak at OTA, like, oh, here goes Dak with this company man BS. But I think that he's showing, and it's not even just Dak, boss, like Dak, Stevie, Micah, I think with these three, depending on how the front office handles these contracts with these three, that this is going to be the stop of the bullshit because I don't think people realize the new norm because I don't think people realize, and I had put on Twitter that these three could very well leave. Like, you think CeeDee Lamb loves Dak, but you think if Dak leaves, that he don't want to go play with Kyler Murray or he don't want to go play with Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
He loves those guys. He went to college with those guys. He would love to be traded to the Cardinals or to the Tampa Bay Bucks in a heartbeat if Dak was gone. Micah, he loves the Cowboys, but you think he won't go somewhere else where they're willing to go above and beyond to pay him his money?
He might go to Philly.
He knows he can go to any. Exactly. That's where he's from. Like, people don't think that the players would do it, but they will because of how this front office has treated these players. But when it comes to Dak specifically, I agree 100% with you and OC, and I really think Dak is basically in F around and find out mode.
Perfect.
Like, it was no more buddy, I want to be a Cowboy for life. This is my dream since I was a kid. Dak is like, I'm so over that bullshit. Like, I will gladly walk away in 2025. And I don't think a trade is going to happen because I don't think Dak will give them the satisfaction, boss. Like, I don't think that he's going to give it. Like, why would Dak, this front office has treated him so dirty, why would he want them to get 2-3 first round picks and stuff off of his head?
Ooh.
This isn't a normal trade. This isn't a normal trade situation. This is a front office that has seemed to look down on me since I stepped foot on the field, and I've done nothing but win and try to be the best in the league. Never had a losing season. Chelsea. I'm a walking 10-win quarterback. I'm a walking franchise quarterback, and y'all treated me like nothing but shit since I've been here. So why would I say, oh yeah, let me agree to a trade so I can give you all these picks so that you can go get Shedeur Sanders next year. And on top of that, you got little old top 5 pick Trey Lance. It's like, why would that give the Dallas front office the satisfaction? I just don't think he would. He could, but I don't think he would. So it's like the front office really is painted into a corner where it's like, if they let Dak go, I said it, like, it will be one of the dumbest mistakes in NFL history as an organization to let your franchise quarterback walk out the door for a third round comp pick.
That would.
But anyway, I said it. I said, you're big. Go ahead, boss.
No, finish.
No, I'm done. I just think I've been in piece of this whole situation because I'm like, listen, Dak is my favorite player. And I know that the way he set up his contract, he's gonna be good. Like, he is in a win-win situation.
Yeah.
Like, he don't lose in this situation. Either he's gonna get his money here, or if he gets to walk into the open market and get, that is going to have so many franchise. I think people will be surprised, these franchises, because people, you think, oh, the Bengals won't look at them, the Bills, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think people are going to be surprised the amount of franchises that reach out to that. And I think the front office knows that, so I do think with you both, like, if he ain't traded by the deadline, they gonna sign him. I mean, if he ain't traded by the draft, they gonna sign him.
No more. I ain't even gonna talk about it no more. You feel me, like, man? Come on, man.
Yeah.
There's no way that they Star. I'm gonna say this, and then the OC will have to kick in. If they let Dak go for a third round compensatory pick, that is worse than when they let Jimmy Johnson go. It is worse.
Oh, absolutely.
Because people no, boss, no, it's not. No, it is. Because, see, at least you won one without Jimmy Johnson. You got a third for a quarterback that could have got you at least 2 to 3 first rounders and more. That is an epic fumble. That will be, listen, Jerry Jones will go down as the most stubborn, arrogant fool when he died. It would be like, this is the worst way to go out as a man. You went out like a fool. It's gonna almost erase your 3 Super Bowls because people gonna be that upset at your arrogance. For real.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It would be the worst mistake
Hold on, the OC.
In football. Okay.
Go ahead,
OC. I can't hear him.
I'll tell you when, Star.
Yeah, so what I was going to mention is this, is that I'm going to tell you why it could happen. I'm going to tell you why it could happen. Because they lost on the first contract with Dak. And price becomes the issues, but only in the absence of value. Yeah, okay. No, they know Dak is valuable. They know he's valuable. They don't want to pay. This is about winning because Stephen Jones came out after they signed Dak for the 4-year contract. And he made statements like, well, we have to pay our quarterback. Stephen Jones has shown signs of being bitter and being upset about that contract. And it's a situation where I don't think this is Jerry. I don't think this is Jerry. I think this is the heir apparent. I think this is Stephen Jones and him having private conversations with his dad. And his dad made him get it done to get Dak back in the building on the last contract. Okay? His dad is getting older. Stephen Jones is taking over the reins. This is more so of a, hey, all right, Dad. This is why Jerry's throwing his hand in there, because he's more of a people person. He's a better negotiator. He's a better wheeler and dealer than his son is. He's a guy that gets deals done. His son is different. He has a different skill set.
Yeah.
That's why he's trying to help his son get this done. And it's more so of a situation of, in my opinion, it could be, let me say that, of Dad, are you going to have my back on this one? You going to have my back this one?
Dad.
I'm serious because I lost the last time. We lost.
The conference has been locked.
I don't want to sign him. We're going to lose again. We're going to let him, he going to beat us again. This is about winning and losing. And I'm telling you, this may be really on Stephen Jones, man. And this is why it could happen, in my opinion.
That's scary. Because you do go ahead, Star. And then the OC go close us out. Man. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, I heard what OC said, and I agree with what OC said. Like, this is about with Stephen Jones. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And I for life of me, that's what. And I wish that there was some way we could make the connection. What is Stephen Jones' obsession with trying to win these contracts and treating his best? But you know what I was talking to my brother about? I was like, the Joneses don't have loyalty to nobody, boss. Like, and I don't get it because I'm like, look at what they did to Jason Garrett. Like, that was the love son. They kept him here for 10 years. Like, he had no skins on the wall. But literally his last year, he said, can I just call my own place? Give me a one more shot. What did Jerry say? No. To his own son. Then he does the same thing to Romo, who went on the yacht and the boat parties, and they would play golf together, doing all of this stuff. And literally, when they saw Dak hit the field, they said, see you, Romo. Like, the Joneses don't have no loyalty to nobody. Not the highest paid people, not the lowest people. It's like they try to screw everybody over when it comes to these contracts, but it don't make sense. And the thing is, and I'll finish this off, like, with Trey Lance, I'm not saying that Trey Lance is not talented. I don't think anybody can say he doesn't have talent because you can see that on film. But the issue is, even if Trey Lance is good, boss, okay, we've already had 18 consistent years of Pro Bowl, All-Pro, MVP type quarterback. Because people forget, Romo also had an All-Pro, second-team All-Pro. He also had an MVP year. So we've had that for the past 18 years, but it hasn't gotten us nowhere. So the thing is, you can add Trey Lance all you want. Great. If Trey Lance is a Pro Bowl, All-Pro, MVP, that's great. But what's going to change about this organization? When is it going to stop? That's what I'm saying. It's never going to stop because they keep riding on. If the fans don't begin to put pressure on this front office and new media, they're just going to keep rolling the same shit out every year in and year out and keep changing out the quarterback and the coaches. But we're still not going. We're going to be sitting here years down the line, still trying to figure out a plan to win six. But Anyway, that's I'll just leave it at that, boss. But this is crazy. They're definitely about to try to create a quarterback controversy at camp. You know they're gonna have the videos out. Trey Lance
Man.
launching the deep ball.
Yep.
Trey Lance in the accuracy drills. They about to roll it out, boss. Like I didn't believe it at first. I thought like James Slater was on that Weaver, and she's like a deal's not gonna get done till August. But I believe it now.
Oh,
I believe it. I believe it now. But anyway, that's all I have to say, boss.
Yeah, we gonna have to do some future shows, Star. Obviously, okay. Let's get on each other.
Sure, boss. I'm hit you.
Let's get it.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Look, boss.
Yo.
I'm telling you, I've mentioned this before, but I'm gonna go a little deeper. This is the curse of having a hyper successful dad and trying to always prove yourself. You see, Stephen Jones didn't build the Cowboys. Stephen Jones ain't really himself made money in the hundreds and the billions of dollars like his father. He's an heir. He's an heir. And the heir wants to prove his worth. And how I can prove my worth is that I can win my way. We're going to save money. We're going to be responsible. We're going to just win through the draft. We're going to do it this way, Dad. I'm smart, Dad. I can do it, Dad. I got it, Dad.
That Fredo.
This is why he jacked him up when he signed Deion Sanders.
Yep.
You're messing up the plan, Dad. I said I got it, Dad. We didn't have to pay that much money, Dad.
Yep.
The fight for significance when you have a highly successful father
and with competition. Yep.
Is the curse of a son who doesn't understand grace. It's like people who don't understand the gift of salvation through Jesus Christ. It's of grace. You didn't do nothing for it. You can't do nothing to earn your position in life, man. You were blessed. You were the lucky sperm, man. You just got it. But you gonna mess it up. Trying to go underneath that law, bro. You're gonna mess it up. Trying to do the to-do list all the time. And trying to prove that you're the one when you was never the one. You just received because you're the heir. Now, you just gotta follow the playbook. Follow the playbook that can make you successful. You don't personally really need to prove anything. And that's the issue with this organization.
Golly, man. Man.
The OC.
Oh, wow.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
OC is back. Oh, my. That is first class cooking. God, dog. Oh.
But you know what I'm saying, boss?
Man.
For real.
Bro,
For
you
real.
were fed. Yeah, I see it like that too. It looked like it's a significance battle. It looked like it's a battle for significance. And that explains the overreaching of the hour guys. It's trying to prove my value. It's trying to prove my worth. It's almost insecurity. And it's competing against your dad.
You see it in interviews too, boss. When he gets interviewed,
I do see it.
You see it on him.
He take little shots every now and then. It don't mean he don't love them, but it's like a weird Oedipus complex in a father-son way. You know, and it's where you covet the glory that your father has earned the hard way.
Yeah.
Just being
Be
honest.
careful. Yeah. Hey man, it's like, and not that I'm trying to talk about the Bible, it's like the prodigal son. He said, give me my part of the inheritance. He wanted his dad to give him everything that his dad had worked for. His dad worked for that. Now it was his because he was a son, true enough. But he said, give me my part of the inheritance. He didn't work for that, bro. He didn't earn that. Be careful when people always want. Be careful about your own self when you want people to give what they've worked for and you haven't earned, bro.
Man, you cooking, bro. This what if you can't deny it, man. And to Star Point, and we gonna give our final words after this. To Star Point, Let me click on this. I said the same thing Star said. I think Jerry and Steven milking this for publicity. In my opinion, they want to manufacture a fake competition between Trey and Dak, which will have super high drama and views. To let Dak walk for a third-round comp pick would be dumber than letting Jimmy go. I think she's right. I think this gonna go all the way to August.
Yeah.
This
I think it will too.
Yeah, and it's gonna go to August because honestly, it's good TV.
Great
it's good TV.
Yeah.
You know, and they go do exactly what she said. They gonna be showing, and they marketing people gonna be millions. They media people, they gonna be focused in on all his completions. Even if it's not a good competition, let's say Dak burying him at practice. It ain't gonna look at like it when we look at them recap videos. You know what I mean? When we look at them recap videos, I'm talking about Dak can go be likely school Trey. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Dak is gonna put Trey to bed. I'm serious. That killer is in Dak. I ain't talking about the one with the bow tie. That's corporate Dak. I'm talking about spicy Dak, angry Dak, the one that was short. That Dak. This Dak gets up on competition. It's one thing. What's the one time we saw Dak cuss like never before? When they was talking about we need to let his backup get some reps. What'd he say? OC? Man, Dak went off. He get up on competition. When you trying to take his job, oh yeah, he get pissed and it takes him to another level. That's why that competition with Romo had him play all world. And that's why when they traded for Trey Lance, what did he do last year? MVP-ish. It's going to be like that on steroids. But they go hype it up. I'm going to go ahead and say that's my final words.
That's my man, I'm going to give mine. They talking all that Trey talk. And one thing you notice, and we didn't even talk about this because there's so many layers of flavors to that interview. We could do another show and pull out more points from an interview. Yep. But I'm going to give you one more as we depart. Don't miss that Dak Prescott said, I'm working on myself. I'm working on improving myself. I'm working on getting better every day. He's serious about that.
Mm-hmm.
He's hearing all that Trey stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to come out here and he's going to end up having a better season than he did last season. I'm telling you. Dak is locked in on being the best that he possibly can be.
He's locked in.
He's locked in. So at the end of the day, man, the ball is in the Dallas Cowboys court. If they don't sign this dude before training camp, shame on them. And really for Dak's good, I'll be honest with you, I kind of hope they don't. He just makes it through the year pretty good. And then so he can go get what he's deserved. And then, you know, they can see if their theory was right. I would be very interested to see if their theory is actually right.
I would too.
Doubt it. I doubt it. I think the odds are against them. I really
super doubt it. And this ain't no hate on Trey.
Yeah, no hate on him.
Because the pressure is really on Trey. It is. The pressure. Dak showed what he does when the competition is hot. We don't know. Trey got to prove what he's going to do under these hot lights of the Dallas Cowboys shady media. You know what I mean? Yeah. He got to show it. Dak already showed that he made for it. That ain't, you know. Yeah,
man.
See.
So, man, that's it, man. We about to get out of here. I got to go, man. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can follow me, the OC100, on Twitter, now X, man. Don't forget, and we appreciate the super chats. You also can support us, $ Boss Cowboy Sports on the Cash App if you so choose. And, man, more content like this, man, coming your way, so stay locked in. We'll see you.
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Welcome back, OC. For real.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Love, dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Niggas hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a